I think state by state, it's got to be a grassroots effort, but a huge benefit that Bitcoin miners bring to the grid.
I'm curious what the response has been in Georgia. Do you find that the power companies and the policymakers are appreciative of what you're doing and the people at large, or is it more they don't know, or are you under the radar? What's the temperature there?
Definitely not under the radar anymore.
Okay.
But I would say that Georgia's been a very friendly state to it.
Great.
Now, I think that there's still a huge amount of education that needs to go in because, again, just like you talked about, supply and demand affects pricing, and we can affect positive pricing for other users,
Right.
just like you can here in Texas.
Yep.
Something that everybody forgets about, whether you have an asset, whether it's solar or even if it's a nuclear plant or even a natural gas powered plant, that builder or owner of the asset needs to pay their bills. And if no one's taking their power for a month, let's say, they have to make up for it in the other month. So that's why peaker plants, for example, are so expensive. And if we can build out baseload power and avoid using peaker plants, it's so much better for prices grid-wise. So I'm sure it's going to be the same thing in Texas as it is in Georgia. You know, we can provide a huge benefit for taking continuously, and it's predictable. Which, you know, flat, predictable loads puts less pressure on a lot of the infrastructure of the grid. There's a lot of benefits of miners. I just think, you know, what you guys are doing here in Texas, we're doing some of the same in Georgia, but I think state by state, it's got to be a grassroots effort, but a huge benefit that Bitcoin miners bring to the grid. It just needs to be recognized and understood.
Definitely. And is CleanSpark looking to expand to other states or other nations? Have you found receptivity in other places?
Absolutely. So, you know, it's interesting. You know, I think there's value in geographic diversity, and we are interested in it. But there's also value in being a specialist and understanding how that grid works.
Right.
We understand Georgia really well. And it's important to us that as we move to new locations that we also understand that grid. So Texas is incredibly interesting to us. A lot of projects going on right now, so it might be a little crowded to kind of get in. We're, of course, heavily active in the M&A space. So, you know, if an opportunity comes up to buy a facility that's complete in Texas, we would absolutely jump on it. But we're also looking nationwide, and we have started to look a little bit internationally. It obviously adds complications to a business structure, but when you look at how politics can sway things, there's value in looking international right now.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We had a great time here at Consensus. At the Texas Blockchain Council, we are striving to be the nexus between traditional industries, banking, finance, legal, energy, and the digital asset industry. So we want to help you get your brand in front of those kinds of companies with B2B opportunities. Reach out to us if that's of interest for membership or for sponsorship at the summit. Hope to see you there in November in Fort Worth. Thanks again. We look forward to seeing you at the summit.